Okay, so the topic today that we are going to discuss is arithmetic operators, and arithmetic operators are given on page number 101 of your book. Okay, so arithmetic operators basically work on numbers. Okay, so for example 5, 6, 9, 10. So Java provides operators for 5 basic arithmetic calculations. Okay, for addition we have the plus operator, for subtraction we have the minus operator, for multiplication we have this operator asterisk, and for division we have the operator slash, and for remainder we have the operator modulus. Okay, so if you want to do any basic arithmetic calculation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or if you want to get the remainder, you will go for arithmetic operators like plus, minus, asterisk, slash and modulus. So Java provides 5 basic arithmetic operators for 5 basic calculations. Okay, now there are two types of arithmetic operators. One is called unary operator and one is called binary operator. Okay, so there are two types of arithmetic operators, unary and binary. Operators that act on one operand are called unary operator. What is operand? This A. Here A is operand. So operators that act on one operand are called unary operator. So here you can see they have only one number. For example, if there is one number 5 and if I write plus 5, so plus is unary plus and A is the number, that is the operand. So they act on only one operand, that is why they are called unary operator. Operators that act on two operands are called binary operators. For example, you can see A plus B. Here A is one operand and B is one operand. So here we are having two operand, 5 plus 6. So 5 is one operand, 6 is one operand. So 5 plus 6 equals to 11. So those operators which act on two operands are called binary operators. Here plus is a binary operator, minus is a binary operator, asterisk is a binary operator. They need two operands. But those operators that can work on a single number, means a single operand, are called unary operator. For example, if you will see, if we have a number 5, okay, and if we use this operator plus, unary plus, so we will write plus 5. Okay, if we have a number 6 and if we use unary minus, then we can write minus 6. We can write minus 6. Okay, so here you can see 6 is an operand and we need only one operand to work on, and minus is our unary operator, unary minus. So we have two unary operators, one is unary plus and one is unary minus. Unary plus also needs one operand to work on and unary minus also needs one operand to work on. But binary operators, these are the operators that act upon two operands, so they need two operands. For example, here if we will write 5 plus 6, then only we will get the value 11. It cannot work on only one operand. If I will write just plus 6, it is not going to give the answer. So we need two operands. Here we have two operands, 5 and 6 are two operands. Then only we will get the value 11. Okay. So next we are going to discuss about these two operands, unary operators, in detail. So we just talked that unary operators are the operators that need one operand to work on. There are two types of unary operator. One is unary plus and one is unary minus. You will see that suppose if the value of a is 5, then plus a will mean plus 5 or 5. We usually do not put plus before the number. So the unary operator plus, the operator unary plus precedes an operand. It comes before the operand. You can see here it is before a, here it is before a. So it comes before an operand. It precedes an operand. And what is the result? The result is the value of the argument. Suppose the argument is 5, so the answer will also come 5. If a is 5, if you will use plus 5, it will come 5 only. If a is minus 4, then plus a will mean minus 4. Means unary plus does not change the value of the argument. Means it does not change the value. Means it does not change the number. Whatever number you will give now, plus of the number will result in the same number. So the operand must have arithmetic types. It can only work on numbers, and the result is the value of the argument. Value of the argument means whatever value you will give, you will get the same value, no change in value. 5 will remain 5, minus 4 will remain minus 4. So there is no change. And you know these are used for numbers. So the operand must have arithmetic type, means it should be a number. Okay. Next we are having unary minus.
Rehan, the class.
Unary minus. You know unary minus is also a unary operator. Okay. It also precedes an operand, means it also comes before the number. Here also the operand of the unary minus operator must have arithmetic type. It must be a number. It cannot be A, B, C, D. It should be a number. And what is the result? The result is the negation of the operand's value. Negation means it multiplies the value of the operand with minus. It means that if a is 5, then minus a will become minus 5. If a is 0, then minus a will become 0, because we don't have minus 0. That is why it will become 0. Otherwise in all the cases it will become minus, or if it is minus it will become plus. So this operator reverses the sign of the operand's value. If it is plus 5, it will become minus 5. If it is minus 4, it will become 4. So the operator unary minus also precedes an operand. It also comes before the operand. The operand must be a number. The operand of the unary operator must have arithmetic type, means it must be a number. And the result is the negation of the operand's value, means it multiplies the value of the operand with minus sign. It means that this operator reverses the sign of the operand's value. If a is 5, minus a will become minus 5. If a is 0, then minus a will mean not minus 0, it will mean 0, because we don't have minus 0. If a is 4, then minus a will mean plus 4, because it multiplies minus 4 with minus, and this results in plus 4. So these are the two unary operators, unary plus and unary minus. Next we have binary operators. Binary operators have two operand. They need two numbers to work upon. The operands of a binary operators are 2, and they are distinguished as left operand and right operand. For example, here 4 plus 20 will result in the answer 24. So here 4 is left operand and 20 is right operand. So the operands of a binary operator are two. One is left operand and one is right operand. The operands and its operator together constitute an expression. Means 4 plus 20 is an expression. Here we have two operands 4 and 20 and plus is its operator. So the operands and its operator together constitute an expression. So these are the two operands and plus is the operator, and this is called expression. 4 plus 20 is an expression. Okay. So there are so many types of binary operators also. Here we are going to discuss some of the binary operators like addition operator, subtraction operator, multiplication operator, division operator, and one more, modulus operator. Other operators are not new to you. Only modulus will be new. So first we are going to discuss addition operator. This is plus sign. This operator adds values of its operands. For example, 4 and 20 are two operands, so the values of these two operands are added. So 4 plus 20 equals to 24. And the result is the sum of the values. So 4 plus 20, it will result in 24. A plus 5. So computer will ask what is the value of A. So we will tell A is 2. So it will give us the value 2 plus 5. It will result in 7. Then we have if A is 4 and B is 6. Then A plus B will result in 10. 4 plus 6 equals to 10. Next we have subtraction operator. This operator, the subtraction operator minus, subtracts the second operand from the first. Second operand from the first. This is the second operand, this is the first operand. So 14 minus 3. So second operand subtracts the second operand from the first. So second operand 3 is subtracted from 14. So 14 minus 3, it will become 11. A minus B. So computer will ask me what is the value of A, what is the value of B. So here A is 7, B is 5. So 7 minus 5 evaluates to 2. Next is multiplication operator. This sign, asterisk. You know very well multiplication operator is there in mathematics also with cross sign. This is an operator in mathematics for multiplication. But in computer we have this asterisk. The asterisk operator multiplies the values of its operands. It multiplies the two numbers. And you know very well addition operator, subtraction operator, multiplication operator, division operator or modulus all will work on number. We need numbers for them. Okay, so 3 multiplied with 4, 12. If B is 6, then 6 multiplied with 4 equals to 24. A into C. So A is 3, C is 5. So 3 into 5, 15. So it will result in the value 15. So these are the operators. Next we have division operator. The operator slash, that is called division operator, divides its first operand by the second. For example, 100 is the first operand. It is divided by the second operand 5. So 5 will divide 100, and what is the result? And gives the quotient as the result. Here the quotient is 20. A by 2. If A is 16, so 16 by 2 it will result in 8. A by B. If A is 15 and B is 3, so 15 by 3 will result in 5. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Yes sister. इसे हम कैंसिल कर देंगे सिस्टर टिकट. अभी ये क्लास चल रहा था अभी। हाँ हाँ सर, रिफंड हो जाएगा। हाँ सर, टोटल अमाउंट आ जाएगा। ओके सर। यस सर। ओके सर। Okay, thank you class. So we're talking about division operator. If A by B, A is 15, B is 3, so the answer will be 5. Okay, so by mistake I have written this 5.3. And the new one that I think you don't know about this, modulus operator. This is modulus operator, and this modulus operator is used to return the remainder when the first operand is divided by the second operand. When we divide the first operand by the second, then it will give us the remainder. For example, if 19 is divided by 6, then instead of giving the quotient 3, it will give us the remainder 1. So 6 will divide 19 3 times, 18, the remainder will be 1. So modulus operator, if I will write 19 modulus 6, so I will get the remainder, means the value 1. If we divide minus 5 with minus 2, then we will get the remainder minus 1. 7.6 divided by 2.9, then we get the remainder 1.8. So whatever remainder is there, it will give us the remainder. That is why it is also called remainder operator. Okay, it is also called remainder operator because it returns the remainder when one number is divided by the second number. So these are the arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators work on numbers. There are two types of arithmetic operators, unary operator and binary operator. Unary operators work on one operand, binary operators work on two operands. In unary operators we have two types, one is unary plus and one is unary minus. In the second one we have binary, we have multiplication operator, division operator, addition operator, subtraction operator and modulus operator. Okay, so next we are going to discuss one operator, that is plus operator. Okay, in the previous one I told you all that plus can only work with number. Suppose 5 plus 6 will result in 11, 6 plus 5 11, 10 plus 2 12. Okay, when we use plus with numbers, then the result is also a number. For example, 5 plus 6, then it will be 11. However, we can use this operator plus with string value also. String value you know very well. Anything inside double quotes is called a string value. Okay, so we can use the operator plus with string value also. And what does it do? It concatenates them, means it attaches them and gives a string value. Yes, Prashuk? Are you able to unmute yourself? Yes, now I think you will be able to unmute yourself.
Sir, if we add two strings, sir, then it is an operation or concatenation?
It is called concatenation. It is called concatenation. Okay, so now we can see some examples of concatenation. It is not actually adding, it is just attaching the two strings, and the result will also be a string value. For example, here you can see 5 is in double quotes and 6 is also in double quotes. So it means that both values 5 and 6 are string. And here we are using plus operator. So what will happen? It will attach both the values. So it will become 5 and 6 instead of becoming 11. If we do not use double quotes, if we are not making it a string, the answer will be 11. So 5 plus 6 will result in 11, but here because it is a string, so it is attaching both the strings. So 5 plus 6 will result in 5 6. 17 double quotes, it is a string, plus AV Vihar. Okay, so it will attach both the values, it will become 17 AV Vihar. 17
Sir,
AV
can't we
Vihar.
use single quotes in Java?
We can use single quotes in Java. If we have, you know, single quotes are called char, character type, and single quote with single quote with single character, single digit, or single alphabet. For example, I can use single quote here. 5 can be in single quote, 6 can also be single quote, and the answer will be 5 6 here. But if we have more than one digit, more than one character, or more than one symbol, then we go for double quotes. They will work as string. Here ABC plus 1 2 3. Both are a string, so it will become ABC 1 2 3. Likewise, we have one more example here, 5 plus XYZ. Here you will see 5 is only a number. It is not a string value. What is it? What is 5 here? Which type of literal is 5 here? 5 is integer literal, right now? 5 is integer literal. And XYZ is string literal because it is in double quotes, right now? Because it is in double quotes, it is string literal. So now here in this special case, what we are doing, we are trying to attach an integer literal with a string literal. So what will happen? Computer, the Java IDE, will change this 5 from integer literal to string literal. It will place double quotes here automatically. So both will become string then. Then it will do attachment 5xyz. So here in this special case, if one of the operand with plus is not a string value, the computer will automatically make it a string. But at least one should be a string. Okay. So this is operator plus, especially used with strings in special cases. Now we are going to study some new types of operators. These are also there. Relational operators. Relational operators determine the relationship among different operands. Relational operators are also binary operators, means they also need two operand. For example, here you can see this is greater than symbol. This is a relational operator, and it is allowing us to determine the relationship among these two operands 5 and 3. What is the relationship between these two numbers? 5 is greater than 3. So they tell us about the relationship between the two operands. Now I will write 5 and then I will write greater than sign and then I will write 3. Now the computer will check, what is my condition correct or not? So is it true 5 is greater than 3 or not? Is 5 greater than 3?
Yes, sir, and they will give a true or false value.
Yes, so it will
Boolean
give value true. So if the comparison is true, means whatever you are writing is true, then this relational operator will result in the Boolean value true. You know Boolean values, true and false are two Boolean values. Okay, sometimes null is also Boolean value. So if the comparison is true, if the expression written by you is true, then the relational expression will give you true as the answer, and if the expression written by you is false, then it will give you the Boolean value false. Okay, here if I will write 5 less than 3, then it will give me the value false. So if the comparison is true, you will get the answer as true, and if the comparison is false, you will get the answer as false. These true and false will be Boolean values. Java provides 6 relational operators for comparing numbers and character. You can use relational operators to compare numbers also and characters also, but you cannot compare strings. Okay, you cannot compare strings. So numbers you know very well, 5 is greater than 3, 5 is less than 3, like this. But how can we compare characters, single characters? Yes, we can compare single characters also. For
The
example,
variables.
I have written one character. Here I have written ch1 is a variable, and this variable is having this character value a. A is in single quote, that is why it is character literal. And one more we are having variable ch2, and this is having the value b. So here we can compare a and b. A equal to b. So I am actually checking if a is equal to b or not. If a is equal to b or not. I have made some mistake. It should be if ch1 is equal to ch2 or not. Okay. Instead of a and b, I should have written ch1 and ch2. So here we are checking if ch1 is equal to ch2 or not. Is it equal?
No, sir.
No. But if we had written ch1 is a and ch2 is also a, capital A, then it will give us the value true. So we can compare numbers also and we can compare characters also. But we cannot compare string values with relational operators. Okay. So there are 6 relational operators and we are going to study them. And they can be used for numbers. They are mostly used for numbers. They can be used for characters also. This example I have given. But they cannot be used for string value. They cannot be used for comparing string values. So these are the 6 relational operators in Java. This is less than sign. This is greater than. This is not equal to. Not equal to. This is equal to sign. Double equal to means equal to. This is less than or equal to. And this is greater than or equal to. So there are 6 relational operators in Java. Less than, greater than, not equal to, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. So let us check this. Suppose if the value of p is 0 and the value of q is 1, then we are using these 6 relational operators: less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to. So first one, p is less than q, 0 is less than 1, true or false?
True.
True. Yes, 0 is
True.
less than 1, so it is true. 0 is less than or equal to q. So here it will check two things. If it is less than, then also it will give us the value true, and if it is equal to, then also it will give us the value true. So first it will check 0 is less than 1. Yes, true. So it will give the value true. P is equal to Q. Is 0 equal to 1? False.
No, false.
No, yes, false. Is 0 greater than 1? False.
False.
No, sir.
Is 0 greater than 1 or equal to 1? Both the condition are false. Neither it is greater than 1 nor it is equal to 1. So false. Now is 0 not equal to 1? Yes, it is not equal to 1. So the answer is true. So these are the 6 relational operators: less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to. Okay. Now one thing that is not given in your book and that is very much important that you need to know is order of precedence, order of importance. Do you know BODMAS? Do you know BODMAS?
Yes, sir.
So what do you
Yes,
mean
sir.
by BODMAS?
Sir.
Sir, bracket
B
of
for bracket. Yes.
multiplication. Yes, B for bracket, O for off, D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, and S for subtraction.
So if we have any big expression and there are so many values, for example it is written 5 multiplied 3 plus 2 minus 9. So first we will go for what? Multiply, addition or subtraction? Multiply.
Multiply.
This is called order of precedence. Which thing you will do first? Which thing you will do second? So this is BODMAS. BODMAS is order of precedence in mathematics. Likewise, we have one order of precedence, order of importance of calculation in computer also. Okay, this is the order of precedence in Java. So first we will go for multiplication and division. Then we will go for
Java only.
yes, Java. This is the order of precedence in Java. Then we will go for addition and subtraction. Then we will go for relational operators, greater than, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. Then we will go for relational operator, but a special relational operator, equal to or not equal to. Then we will go for logical and then we will go for logical or. These we will discuss in the next class. Okay, logical and logical or. Okay, so first we will go for multiplication and division, addition and subtraction, then relational operators, then equality operators, then logical and then logical or. But now the question comes that what will happen if we have multiplication and division both at the same time? Order of precedence is telling both are equally important, multiplication also, division also. So in that case, relational operators or any other operators will group left to right. Okay, it means that the first thing that will be done will be the left part. For example, if it is written A is less than B less than C, so we group left to right na. Tanya, stop writing. So we group left to right. We group left to right. So if it is written A less than B less than C, so we will group A and B or B and C. Which one? A and B or B and C? We will group A and B because it groups left to right. So first the left part means A less than B. So it means A less than B will be grouped first and then we will see C. It will not be grouped like this. It is not right to left. It is left to right. Okay? Yes, Vasundhara? Okay, this is called.
What if we have percent sign to find the remainder? Sir, in which order will it come?
It will come after the multiplication and division. Here it is part of division. Okay, so it will come with division. Okay, so it is of order of precedence, first one. Now the grouping order, this grouping order is known as associativity, and I think you have heard this word in mathematics, associativity, right now. Okay, so here we have seen that relational operators have lower precedence than arithmetic operators. Right now, arithmetic operators are more important than relational operator. So relational operators, is my skin visible?
No, sir.
It is also not visible for me. Okay.
Yes, sir. Now it is visible.
That is visible. Relational operators have lower precedence than arithmetic operators. Means arithmetic operators are given more value, relational operators are given less value. So if it is written A plus 5 greater than C minus 2, so which will be done first? Relational or arithmetic? Arithmetic na, because they are of more importance. So first computer will add a and 5 because addition is more important than deletion. So a plus 5 will be done first and then c minus 2. Okay, just 1 minute, let me take the attendance. I have not taken the attendance. Okay. Okay, thank you class. I have taken attendance. Someone else have taken attendance? Will send me attendance. Okay. I have taken one, but I need some more. So a plus 5 will be more important, then and this one also c minus 2. It will not result that 5 will be greater than c or not. They will not check. They will do this and then they will do the work of relational operators. Okay. So this we have discussed.